I know that what I did was horrible. Yeah. And I would give anything if I could go back and change it.
Thank you so much.
Parole denied after an emotional day in a South Carolina courtroom. The woman once called the most hated mother in America will remain in prison. Susan Smith was up for parole 30 years after killing her 2 sons in a case that gripped the nation. But despite her tears, a parole board decided she will stay behind bars.
And Smith's ex-husband, his family, and prosecutors also spoke at today's hearing, and they were very vocal about not wanting her to be free. Queen City News anchor Derek Dellinger was at that hearing and has a reaction to the decision.
The hearing here in Columbia was a bit of a media circus. News crews came here, which shows the interest still 30 years on that this case has. While the decision itself was expected, it was still nevertheless emotional. Even leading up to the hearing, Susan Smith's chances of getting parole were slim. Her case is among the most infamous in South Carolina. Back in 1994, she claimed a black man stole her car with her 2 boys, Michael and Alex, inside. That led to a nationwide search, all for a lie. Smith confessed after 9 days, saying she was the one who killed her children. She was eventually given a sentence of life with the possibility of parole, the only option that was available back then under sentencing guidelines in South Carolina. And Wednesday was her chance to make her case, one that at several points seemed hard for her to do.
I know that what I did was horrible. Yeah. And I would give anything if I could go back and change it.
The case for her release focused on the positives, her work in prison, her mental health, her willingness to start back out on her own. But after all that came the other side. David Smith, her ex-husband, was joined by family, friends, and even the prosecutors on the case. They made note of her trouble in prison, saying there's been a pattern that's continued for decades. Their belief that Susan Smith's only driving force is her own self-interest.
God gives us free choice. And she made free choice that night to end her life. This wasn't a tragic mistake. It wasn't something that she didn't mean to do. She purposely meant to end her life.
The decision not coming as much of a surprise. Many rarely get parole on their first attempt. David Smith says he's relieved by the decision.
It's been such a tough 30 years for my family, for friends, loved ones, near and far. But today, the committee made the right decision and denied her parole.
With those tied to the case saying Susan Smith should never be a free woman.
As long as somebody's remembering Michael and Alex, we'll all be back here.
This is the first parole hearing that Susan Smith has had related to her case. She'll be up for parole again in 2 years. In Columbia, Derek Dellinger, Queen City News.
Derek, thanks. Lots to talk about here. Let's bring in Chief Legal Analyst Clive Rhodes to give us more insight into today's hearing.
I mean, you look at those pictures and you wonder where those boys would be if they were alive here today. But Derek mentioned this in his story that rarely someone's granted parole on the first try. So it doesn't sound like this was a very surprising move by the board, right?
Extremely long shot. Less than 7% in the state of South Carolina are granted parole, and it's trending down over the last few years. And so less and less opportunity for folks to get parole. I mean, first of all, you have to qualify, and then if you qualify, you have to make a case. You have to make an argument. You have to show a remorse. You looked at the video. You saw the crocodile tears that were being produced over and over again. It didn't stop instantly when certain questions were asked. But I can say that it was a long shot, even if this case didn't have national attention, if it didn't have international attention. This case had all of that, so it made it even longer shot. If you go in at 7%, this case had probably 1%. Then you add on they had a number of folks that petitioned, 400 plus people petitioned. You get the former solicitor there. I mean, it stacked up against her where she really had no chance.
Well, Smith testified today about how she felt about everything, and she was asked about a recent infraction. So I want to get your opinion as to how she responded to that, what happened while she's in jail just in the last few years, how she responded to that, how that played into the hearing today, and then also how did race play into all this? Well,
a couple things. If you're looking at the question asked her about the infraction, she talked about some documentary that was trying to be made. She stopped crying at that moment and then said, you know what, I'm appealing that one. I don't think that was right. You can see that at some point, at least listening to the people talk, that they were taken aback by that. They expected some remorse. I mean, if you're crying out throughout this whole time, now you stopped up and attempted to defend yourself. I say just own it in that moment and just say, look, I was wrong there, and continue to go going. in terms of race, I mean, this caught the national attention. You got to remember what was happening during that time. O.J. Simpson case was just happening. The country was like captivated by this case. And she didn't just say a black man robbed me, an armed black man robbed me. And so race played a crucial factor in this. You're talking about the South. People are concerned that not only am I at danger from being arrested, but every black man that was in that county at that time was now a suspect. And so it amplified the community, it amplified race relations. And so I remember watching this case in high school. I clearly was watching this, and I was in Pennsylvania. So this is a case that I was glued to the TV, and this had racial implications. And so now it seemed like at the press conference, folks could let a little bit of release out. It felt like there was some closure for those folks that were wrongly accused of doing nothing.
Real quick, when's her next chance at parole?
It'll be 2 years. And one thing is, you heard in the testimony today, the former husband said, I will be there, and I'll be there every 2 years to make sure that she never gets out. And so 2 years later, he'll be right back there fighting for his two sons.